defines who pay taxes. If you check on the categories, it really highlights who pay the taxes. It identifies even the tax bands. That is for 5 bands going forward. If you earn this category, the government would levy this number of percentage so that you are able to pay the taxes. Every Kenyan interacts with the taxes daily. All of you know that. And we know that through VAT on goods. We have just talking on the VAT, especially on fuel products recently, pay on salaries, which is really high. It is even higher than the global expectation of 23%, and even the African the rate of 27%. So we are calling upon the government to review this. Treasury has really committed that they are going to reduce this in the next financial year, which we say that would really bring some economic, relieve the economic burden, especially the ones who are on salaries, so that they can be able to have disposable income where they can have some savings to really prioritize investment in this country.
Majority of its focus was to struggle and try and bring on the youth and the informal sector and the digital space in the tax base. So as you are aware, during the 2024 the act that was in place, there was a replacement of the 1.5 digital service tax to 3% of the significance presence tax. What this means is that the tax base for the digital spaces has increased. So those are one of the issues that has been implemented through the medium-term revenue strategy. So what this means that the youth and those specifically operating in the digital spaces need to understand. Another key focus currently is the focus on the informal sector. When you look at the implementations and the current amendments by the KRA as an authority that is in place to do the implementation, they are also focusing on the informal sector. When they are digitizing their processes, the filing and all that.
People have got a couple of expectations when it comes to how these revenues are collected, are utilized, especially on the angles of transparency, and also ensuring that there is a public input in terms of how do we utilize the taxes that we collect. So based on the reforms and the legalities that exist, Kenyans would love to know how can the Kenyans be able to have an input in terms of how their taxes are being utilized and how they are being implemented. And going forward, we look forward that the frameworks that are in place, there are a couple of legal reforms that have been put in place to ensure that Kenyans have got an easy overview towards this particular subject.